with y'all, man. Listen, man, I'm just gonna jump right into this. Y'all saw what Boosie said yesterday. There's no place for bigotry in the world, not just in rap, not just in music, but in the world. Boosie has this very obvious fascination with a lot of what Lil Nas X does. I don't know why he chooses to have so much to say about these things. Clearly, he is against the gay agenda. Clearly, he's against it. He had a lot to say about Dwayne Wade, one of his children turning transgender. It's just, you have so much to say about the things that you literally, no one's searching. Well, I guess I say no one's searching for his opinion, but clearly when he does have such opinions, people react. Now, you can have 100 people in a swarm somewhere and somebody can yell a racial slur and only a few people will hear it on some occasions, but it depends on that stature of person. If 100 people are in a crowd and just some regular person says it, of course maybe 5 or 10 people may react. But for someone of a higher stature, everyone is going to hear it and everyone's going to react. And Boosie is a big public figure. He is a big rapper. He is a big deal. Now, Boosie represents the gangster rappers in some way, shape, or form, And it's kind of disgusting how he carries himself on a regular occasion anyways, because the man just seems not to give a fuck. Some people deem it as funny, some people deem it as disrespectful, some people ignorant, but it doesn't really matter when your ignorance now turns into blatant rudeness. See, it all boils down to a couple things that you can tie this to. One, Boosie is a massive toxic masculine person. And how I came to this conclusion, come on, how do you not know? The dude once went on Instagram and hosted a fucking pussy, show your pussy shit, show your titties, show your ass, you know what I'm saying? He had girls getting naked on Instagram, and them girls was doing it. By all means, they were giving themselves up to Boosie, but at the same time, you don't really have much to say about the hoes and the prostitutes of the world, like you'd have so much to say about the transgendered and the gay community. The guy's under fire for all the absolute worst reasons. People felt bad for you when you got shot in your leg, and you know what I'm saying, they were with you. They really were with you. And now if it were to happen now, people would honestly wish for more to happen. People would want you to die, possibly, because of how you're acting right now. Lil Nas X does not do shit to nobody. All the same, Lil Nas X does have some fun trolling folks. I did see a picture of him, I guess 2K. I don't have NBA 2K22 yet. Shame. But it's a picture of a screenshot of Lil Nas X saying, "I can't wait for people to complain about me saying that how I want to cuddle with a man and da 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 in the basketball game, how they're just trying to pick their favorite team." And people playing 2K now, all of a sudden they gotta hear Lil Nas X, and I don't really care. I don't give a shit. Just as long as the song gets me hype and is getting me ready to dunk on people. By the way, I'm making a slasher in the game, despite what you've heard. I might make a shooter, but that's besides the point. Lil Nas X is one of the biggest artists on the planet. Some may even argue he is the biggest artist on the planet. Boosie goes on to say that no one would care if you go ahead and kill yourself and blah, 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 get the fuck on out of here. No one cares about you, none of that shit. Over 50 million Spotify listeners would disagree with you, Boosie. I would love to pull up your numbers and see if that compares to Lil Nas X's numbers. And even if you just so happen to pull somewhere around 10 million, Boosie, you have to understand, this is far beyond a music thing. This is a human versus human thing. This is fucked up. This is beyond music, man. You can't talk that way. No more. And it should have never been a reason to talk like that. I once had a job, and it was a sign on the fuck. It was a thing. It was a sign. It said, "Racial slurs, racism, no longer allowed." Something along the lines of you can no longer make racial remarks towards the employee, your fellow coworker, or it's gonna be disciplinary action. Why is that? Why did something have to happen for that to, you know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? That should happen once, and then you just instantly take care of that. Why did you wait for a couple of times to happen and be like, oh, okay, it was funny, but now we're going to have to stop because, you know, people are starting to cancel people, and if you complain out loud, then we could get canceled, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Just protecting their own asses is no longer allowed. It should have never been allowed in the first place. Boosie, unfortunately, is not going to change his ways. Like, apparently the baby was trying to better himself and learn. Some celebrities, they try to learn from their ways. Some celebrities, they try to, you know what I'm saying, teach themselves and educate themselves on a way that they don't really know too much about, which when some celebrities say racial slurs and then say, oh, I didn't know what it means. How do you say the word and not know what it means? White people say nigga and they're like, oh, I didn't know that offended you. Or like Myers Leonard said, anti-Semitic slur and said, I don't know what it means. You clearly had to have heard it from someone else to know that that was an offensive word to say, and then you still used it. You know what fuck means, you know what shit means, but for some reason you don't know what the K word means for Jews. You're an idiot. I don't ever buy it when they say I don't know what it means, especially if you're a fucking grown-ass fucking adult. You know what damn near every word in your vocabulary means unless you can't spell the word. The K word is really four fucking letters, so come on now. Myers is an idiot. He does not deserve to be signed to a fucking another NBA team. Boosie knows what all these words mean, the F word and the crazy shit that comes out his mouth on a consistent occasion. Boosie needs to be stopped. But unfortunately, the only one that could stop Boosie is Boosie himself. I would say that this is rooted to him and his camp, his people. But let's be real here. If his people really cared about him and his people really wanted him to stop doing these things, they would have been told him. Or maybe they are telling him. They just can't really stop him from typing these things out on Twitter, which this motherfucker seems to find a way to get himself back on social media all the time. Is at this point where the same thing y'all did to Trump, y'all gonna have to do to Boosie, because it's not gonna be at a point where Boosie's gonna feel like, oh, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I am going too far. He's not gonna feel like he's going too far. He's never felt like he's gone too far. This man has beat so many murder cases and all sorts of crazy shit. You think him talking shit about a gay person is gonna stop him from doing what he's doing? Boosie has been untouchable this far into his career. Is never gonna stop. It's not going to. Unfortunately, the only thing I can say to rectify this, the only thing that I can say that can make people feel better about this is all you can simply do is block Boosie. Block him. You don't have to see him say anything. These news pages, you see someone talking about it, you just ignore it. Because the less attention we pay to this, it seems like the only reason why Boosie feels like he should be saying all these things is because there's shit. You know what I'm saying? Every time I say something about this nigga, people checking me on my IG lives and people checking out what I got to say. This is the most attention that Boosie's been paid all year. He loves it. Negativity gains attention. It's not a bad thing to some people. Why do you think 6ix9ine keeps doing the shit he's doing? As soon as he does something positive, there's not going to be a lot of people talking about it. A hand select few, but not a lot. Boosie's the same way. It's never going to end. You just got to stop paying attention. That's it. That's the only way it ends on your end. And again, I'd like to state, cancel culture does not work. Cancel culture is not a thing. This is not Boosie being canceled. No one has been canceled for real. Y'all all talk about it. Y'all gonna stop talking about it in a fucking week or two when the next big thing pops up. And as soon as something happens to Lil Nas X, y'all are going to reference Boosie because y'all like to use linking factors. Lil Nas X is winning in life, and then you're going to include and talk about Boosie. Boosie must hate that Lil Nas X is doing all this shit. Look at Boosie probably, this is Boosie reaction right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we mention him, and then all of a sudden now he has something else to say. It's not going to stop. This shit is going to link for the rest of Boosie's life, for the rest of your life, for the rest of Lil Nas X's life. Lil Nas X is going to have to face more scrutiny now that he's actually came out. He's gay. And as soon as he came out, the world began to hate him slowly. He had so much fucking, love from the old Tyrone shit up until he came out. And now the world thinks so much differently of him. And I'll tell you this much. How do you think everybody felt about Tyler the Creator when he came out? How do you think the world felt about Frank Ocean when he came out? People have been dying for another Frank Ocean album. And Tyler just won an album of the year for Call Me If You Get Lost. So why is it so much different? Why is it that we can accept the world or other artists, but Lil Nas X is different? Why is it? It's because he's making you uncomfortable with it. It's because he's showing it off. He's shoving it down your throats. And honestly, I don't have a problem with what Lil Nas X is doing, shoving it down your throats, because y'all feel like gay people doing gay things is he's twerking on the devil. Nigga, he's not twerking on you. If you can't watch that, by all means, turn it off. But you see this happen, and then you have something negative to say about it. That seems like, to me, that's a man enjoying his life, a man having fun, a man doing something he likes to do. When was it ever wrong to do something that you like to do, unless it was in the means of following the law? You know what I'm saying? There's no law against gay people being gay. There's not a fucking single law out there that prohibits you from twerking on a man, cosplaying as the devil, and making out with a man in a shower, and kissing a man on a stage. There's nothing stopping that from happening. So it's gonna happen. All you religious folk that say, "Oh man, I can't stand gay people and hate him in private," soon enough that hatred is gonna start to become more and more public. The way that you shun Lil Nas X, I am not. Even if I was a super religious person, I still would be fine with Lil Nas X living his life. He's a whole different person. I enjoy his music, and that's what it really boils down to. I love his music. I don't have to like the man personally. I do think that Lil Nas X can be a little annoying with his antics sometimes, but at the same time, Lil Nas X is a grown-ass 22-year-old man. Who is really in charge of stopping Lil Nas X except Lil Nas X? And his fans seem to really love what he's doing. Anyone who turned on Lil Nas X as soon as he came out weren't really fans at all. You gotta love the person and the music. But sometimes you don't have to. I mean, some people, you don't like the music. I mean, the person, but you love the music. Like Kanye, I don't really like him at all as a person, but his fucking music is amazing. So there you go. I can appreciate the music and not fucking like the person. But let's be real here, people. Let's be very honest with ourselves. How much sleep are you going to lose over Lil Nas X dropping another album and doing more gay things? He's going to do it so you get the point. And this is a point that everyone needs to understand. The world isn't gay. There's just inhabitants on this world that are gay. You seem to think one person being gay has ruined the world. It's not ruining the world. It's just ruining your comfortability at the moment. Dudes, go watch monster trucks and go watch porn and watch girl on girl action. By the way, you dudes watching dicks go inside of girls. Funny how you can call a man gay for kissing a girl, but you've seen a man's dick go inside of a fucking female. Oh, I'm straight, but you cringe anytime you see a man grinding on a man, but don't have any problems with seeing a whole penis. Whatever. I've said a lot. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some people that disagree with what I have to say, and they expect at least a dislike on here. And I say a dislike because I don't really expect more than 50 most times. Really more than 10. If I get more than 10 dislikes on a video, I know people just really wasn't fucking with the video. But whatever. Beyond any case, man, I need to know. I need to know how y'all feel about this Boosie shit. I need to, and don't tell Boosie because he ain't listening. Beyond any case, you already know what it is. TKG vibe. Have a good time. I'll see y'all later, man. Take care. Peace.
Being kicked in, being kicked in, being kicked in, wow. Damn.